Hi everybody, Pastor Sean here. I hope you are having a great week. I wanted to take a few minutes and give you an update on the state of some things here at the church. I'm going to walk around to start because I want you to see a couple of things first. You know, when the pandemic really started to have some effects here in Houston, we were just finishing up our renovation project. In fact, it was the day that Houston shut down that we got our final shipment of new furniture. So I just want to show you a couple of things. Here's the new parlor lobby. It's not quite ready for prime time yet, but when it's safe, we will once again gather here and chat and drink coffee. And now we're going to go on through this hallway past the School for Little Children where they are hard at work today and into the fellowship hall. You'll see we've got it set up for a socially separated teacher meeting that happened last week. And you can kind of see into the welcome center here. We're going to walk through. This is our great new gathering space that we finished up, and it's also full of brand new, beautiful furniture. You're going to see that we've got a coffee and donut bar that are completely empty, at least for the time being. We've got a couple of places to gather, for Bible study, for fellowship. A great new space for gathering. We just happen to be in a season where gathering in crowded spaces just isn't the right thing to do. But when the world is ready, our church will be ready to welcome all sorts of new people to come sit in this new furniture, and more importantly, to build a new relationship, a deeper relationship with God. To build a deeper relationship with Jesus as part of God's family, the church. You know, when 2020 started, none of us were planning for a global pandemic, so we've obviously had to adjust everything we do. All the patterns of our life together were disrupted, and I know that's been hard. Even when it's been good, it's been hard. So I'm grateful for the ways that you've been patient and encouraging and flexible as we've navigated these uncharted waters. I'm so proud of the ways that you have adapted to the realities of this year, moving your small groups online, trying out digital Bible studies, having a food drive every week to help our friends at CCSC, making sandwiches for folks who are hungry, volunteering with local schools, writing letters creatively continuing to be the church for one another and for the world in the midst of a changing world. And I also couldn't be more proud of the staff we have here at the church. Y'all, it is a great team, and they've been so willing to learn and to try new things, and you can't see it, but right now, just down the hall, Mingo is leading a learning pod for elementary school students while their parents are at work, and in the other direction, Carrie, Sherry, and Julie are all masked and visored up, leading a preschool like they've never done before. They worked so hard over the summer to make this possible. Jordan is upstairs in the youth area editing video for Sunday services in between small groups with students. Marcus and Susan are in the sanctuary recording music. Kenneth has been engineering all the audio for our services, plus helping others lead music from their homes. Elizabeth in the office is working on upgrading our internet and live stream capability. Everyone is doing new things. And it's exhausting sometimes, but I've seen it unlock so much creativity in our team. It's been exciting, and I'm so grateful for them. That's some of the stuff that's been happening here at the church. Let's talk about where we are now and where we're headed. Right now, as a church, we're still living mostly in the digital realm. But our staff and leadership teams have been planning and preparing each week for what comes next. So I think we're ready now to begin taking slow and careful steps toward resuming on-campus in-person activities. The School for Little Children is open with students and teachers on campus. This past Sunday, we had an outdoor communion service. Next Wednesday, October 14th, we're going to have a prayer service on the front porch right out here. Next month, starting in November, we'll begin an in-person Sunday morning service in the sanctuary. Now, it's going to be different than the sanctuary services we had in January and February because not everyone's ready for in-person gatherings. Because we won't be able to do some of the things we loved to do in worship, like shake hands and give hugs, and because singing seems to be a particularly potent way by which the coronavirus spreads. So I just want you to know that. All the in-person worship services we have for the next several months are going to be different. They're going to be good, but they're going to be different. Switching gears a little, let's talk about the state of finances at the church. Your giving is as important now as it has ever been. And I am so grateful for your continued generosity over the course of this year, both in your regular giving and also in your over and above giving to support hurricane relief and our community ministry partners and our compassion fund that helps our neighbors in need. Your generosity has made it possible for your church to do all this pivoting and all this adjusting to new realities, and to do it confidently. Your giving has been covering all of our expenses. We're able to meet all our commitments, and we're essentially on budget for the year right now. We're headed into the fall in a financially strong position. But this last quarter of the year will be really important for making sure we continue that strength into 2021. Over the next couple of weeks, you'll be hearing me talk more about generosity and stewardship. As always, you'll have an opportunity to make a plan and a commitment for your generosity and your giving in the year ahead. And this is an important part of your personal discipleship. It's also an important part of our church's planning for the year ahead. So, thinking about the future, both long-term and short-term, a key for us will be flexibility. We're going to be flexible when it comes to in-person events and worship services. We've got to be, because the coronavirus is clearly here to stay. And even as we learn to live alongside it, the safety of our people and our community is the most important thing. So even as we add safe in-person options, we're going to continue and grow our digital opportunities for worship and study. So each Sunday, we'll still have a high-quality online worship service. Each week, we'll still have online gatherings for prayer and study, and those are going to develop a bit over time because we're in the process of upgrading our live stream capabilities in the sanctuary. That's going to be a benefit to everything digital that we do. So stay tuned for all the details on what's coming up. Our weekly emails are the best way to get all the details. And if you don't currently get those emails, you can sign up at bellairumc.org/stay-connected. And let me close with this. We've learned this year that there is a lot we can do online. God's not afraid of or limited by social distance, and God is not excluded from digital gatherings. In fact, I think we've had some really wonderful experiences that we wouldn't have had otherwise. We've seen our ordinary living rooms become sacred spaces in Sunday morning worship. We've been able to connect with people digitally that we may never have met in person. We've learned that the work of the church doesn't happen in one place, but in every place. Lots of things can happen digitally. But nothing digital can replace the personal human connection that we so love about the church. Jesus came to be with us in the flesh. The ministry he gave us is an incarnational ministry. That's why this digital season is so hard. I'm missing so much, all those little interactions that I have with you here in this place on Sunday mornings and throughout the weeks, and it's wearing on me. So here's what I'd ask you. If you're feeling worn down too, if you're struggling right now, don't think that you have to do it on your own. The church is here for you. I am here for you. And if I can be helpful to you or to someone you know, please email me, please call me, please reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram, whatever works for you. Because the church is a body made up of many members so that we never have to be alone. Okay, have a great day. I love you, I miss you, and I will see you soon. Bye.